This is our favorite dish in the world. Welcome to Penang. This is a new episode, and today we will be visiting a very, very special restaurant, a very, very special gentleman. Before we begin, let me give you a little bit of a backstory. Back in 2017, when we visited Penang, there was this stall named the left-handed Char Kway Teow. It wasn't even a stall, it was this bike and a gentleman just using his left hand. It was in the heart of Georgetown, where you get all the other famous dishes like the chendol and the asam laksa. So when we visited this time around, we tried the chendol, we tried the asam laksa, but we couldn't find the left-handed man. So after asking some of the vendors, they directed us towards his new shop. Thankfully, he hasn't closed down, he's just moved. The move did seem a little strange because he was in a very touristy spot, a hot spot, a prime location, and now he's about 10 minutes away from that particular location. He's got an actual sit-down restaurant now. However, like I said, it is a bit far away from the prime location of Georgetown. We thought this was strange because I remember back in 2017, this was definitely one of the most famous and the most popular stalls. Like I said, it wasn't even a stall. It was a man, his bike, and this wok. That's all it was. And it was very popular. People were queuing up to try his Char Kway Teow. Me and the missus, we actually got it twice. This ended up being her favorite dish. At the time, my favorite dish was the asam laksa, but this was her favorite dish. Before we talk about the dish, Char Kway Teow, let's talk about his story. This man, this uncle, he left his prime location, not because of choice, unfortunately. He left the location because supposedly he was pushed out by some of the other more powerful, influential vendors around. Now, I'm not going to mention any names because I don't know the full story. However, he believes he was pushed out because of his popularity. Some people were feeling a bit jealous and they couldn't handle his popularity. They couldn't handle the competition that they were getting from him. They couldn't handle the fact that potentially their profits or their business was being affected according to them. So I think they did approach him, but to rebrand and serve his famous dish, but under the umbrella of their name. So this is something that he didn't like the sound of. He wanted to keep his brand. He wanted to stick to what he was doing and not be serving his famous dish under anyone else's brand. Now, let's get onto the dish. What is the dish? This is Char Kway Teow, one of the most famous, one of the must-try dishes of Malaysia, especially in Penang. If you're in Penang, you have to try Char Kway Teow. You will find multiple restaurants serving up Char Kway Teow. They'll all be claiming that this is the best. However, this one right here is our favorite. This was the best one we had in Penang. This is potentially the best dish we've had in the world. My missus, like I said, she's been loving it since 2017. And this time round, once I tried this, after one bite, I was converted. This is now my favorite dish. Here is their menu. They do offer some other things as well as the Char Kway Teow. This is the interior of the restaurant. It's nice, it's spacious. You can now sit down and eat. But unfortunately, as you can see, because they're quite far away from the prime location, it's not so busy. But definitely try out Char Kway Teow from the left-handed man.